Praying though.
If somebody else saw you, they would literally kick off on it if it was the guy.
Is this
so be careful.
Sorry?
This is GDPR protection. You're recording me without my consent, and I can get my lawyers involved.
I can record you.
No, you can't. You
this young lady. This is a public path.
You're pointing towards my face.
Yeah, I can record you.
I could be under security services. I could be under protection from the law that you can't record me for certain reasons.
You're welcome to turn around and walk away if you don't want to be on camera.
Delete it now.
No, I'm not deleting this.
Why are you going to there for? I don't know.
I'm not deleting this.
Alright then, so what you've just seen there is somebody expressing his rights under Article 10 be threatened with, if a guy seen it, it would be completely different, it would be kicking off. That could be a threat, especially by these lot. These lot like to get lots of people involved and kick off for no reason. And then you've got this other lass which has come up, and she must be slow in the head or something, because she believes that is not allowed to film her, and she will get her lawyers involved under GDPR. GDPR, yes, you heard that right, GDPR, not GDPR. Idiots. This whole thing could have been avoided by if these idiots just got in their car and driven off. That's all they had to do. But instead, now they're going to be featured on my channel and whoever else's channel which wants to jump on it. Probably be featured all over the internet now. Instead of just to maybe 1,000 people, it's probably going to go to maybe 10,000, 100,000, who knows. Let's see how many people can actually get to view this. But that's what you're going to see in this one. It's just filming. And he gets harassed and threatened by these people. When I say these people, that's not a racist term. I'm saying these people as a group, all four of them there, and so on. So let's just get straight into this video.
I can't hear you, Doc. I'll have to come over and talk to you.
Huh?
Huh? What? There's no children there.
Yeah, why are you recording for them?
There's no children there now, though, is there? I'm not recording children.
Why are you going into
So private land, mate.
Sorry?
So private land.
Look, mate, there's no signs here saying that it's private land.
DP signs,
What
mate.
is the
Hey?
purpose of you recording?
Can I get a word in, please?
Muslim ladies going there to pray, you know.
I'm not recording the Muslim ladies.
They do go in there to pray. You can't just walk into there like
What's
that.
your name?
No, I'm not going to tell my name. I don't tell my name.
Okay, I'll call you Karen. I'll call you Karen.
Put you onto my social.
I'll call you Karen then, because
Oh,
you're
no, I'm
acting
not
like
a Karen.
a Karen.
You're the one who's a Karen.
Don't insult the lady, mate.
No, she's just...
You don't have
1, 2, 3, 4 people
She's
talking
right.
to me and I can't get a word in.
This is private land, you shouldn't be on there, mate.
Right.
Mine
I'm making a video about Tunstall, okay?
Okay.
I saw the building, it looks like it's been an old school years ago.
It's not
I
so
came-
okay.
I'm not filming any children.
It's still a school.
I'm not filming...
Still private
It looks empty to
No,
me.
it's not empty. There's people
the
going
gate
into
do?
there.
Right, well, the gates aren't padlocked. There's no sign
People going
saying...
into there.
There's no signs
It's
telling me
not
to keep out.
empty. There's people that go into there to pray.
So,
I'm not filming anybody praying though.
Finish Sunday, you know, pray now.
The ladies go
I'm not
into there.
recording
So
anybody praying
what I'm
though.
trying to say to you
Alright,
is, if somebody else saw you, they would literally kick off on it if it was the guy.
Is this
So be
praying
careful.
now?
Sorry?
This is GDPR protection. You're recording me without my consent, and I can get my lawyers involved.
I can record you.
No, you can't. You
This
have to ask my consent.
this young lady.
It's
This is a public path.
You're pointing towards my face.
Yeah, I can record you.
I could be under security services. I could.
Alright then, so she's saying she could be under security services or something like that, right? Let's get one thing straight. If you are under that, how is he supposed to know? So, you saying that now doesn't change nothing, does it? And it's GDPR, not JDPR. So maybe you should go and learn how to speak. And threatening people with your lawyers, get my lawyers involved, right? It's actually idiotic, right? We call them solicitors and barristers. Your solicitor does all the legwork, your barrister fights in court. That's the two difference. A lawyer is an American term for a solicitor, right? So let's get that straight. Secondly, it's open to the public, as you've just said. People go in there to pray, so there is an implied right of access. We'll get into that in a minute. But this whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. You've got one threatening to get guys around. You've got one saying, get my lawyers involved. It's absolutely ridiculous. This place used to be a nice place to go to the seafront, walk your dogs and that stuff. I know, I lived not that far from here. Like I said, I'm from Hull. This is Tunstall, just up the road. So, let's just get back into the video.
Be under protection from the law that you can't record me for certain reasons.
You're welcome to turn around and walk away if you don't want to be on camera.
Delete it now.
No, I'm not deleting this.
Why are you going to there for? I don't know.
I'm not deleting this.
You thought that was a school.
Yeah.
You thought whatever.
Why are you going
Would you got the school up the road just because of gate lads?
I'm not being funny with you, mate, but it looks like an abandoned building to me,
No, it's
right?
not.
No, because there's a load of rubbish dumped up there,
No, look,
like nobody gives a shit about
the
it.
gates are open, and this is a.
There's a load of rubbish that some dirty
This
pigs
is
have dumped
a
up
religious
there.
place. Kids go into it's an Islamic school. You understand?
It's not a Friday, it's a Sunday.
Yeah, but people.
It's a Sunday, it's not a Friday.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna record you. Put me.
Yeah,
on
you
my
record me.
TikTok.
You record me, you put me on TikTok.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit.
But I
famous.
can record you, this is a public road.
But that's already put. That's not public road. That's private.
Then why ain't it locked up if it's private?
It's just be locked up.
To me, it looks like an abandoned
Do you live
building.
in a house?
Sorry?
Do you live in a house?
Yes?
Is your own land locked up?
Yes?
Why?
Because it's private property, it's locked up.
Does it have to be locked up for it to be private property?
I
No,
choose
it
to lock
doesn't.
it up. I choose to lock
you
it up.
You chose to walk on private property there with a camera,
Yeah.
which these girls don't like. So whatever you filmed on there, you should delete.
I'm not deleting nothing, mate.
You'll have
Why?
to, because you know what? I'm going to take you to the police.
Why?
I'm going to take you to the police. And
You
I'm
call
gonna
the
find
police.
out.
Call the
Like a
police,
guy,
it's
this
trespassing.
is in
Call the police, call the
and
police.
this
Trespassing,
guy
you're trespassing.
has gone into here.
Trespass is a
into
civil
the
offence,
mosque.
not a
It's
criminal
like a
offence.
Educational.
Alright then, so let's start with Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act of 1972, which is an extension of the public orders offence for the definition of what a public place is. Right, so it says extension of blah blah blah. Right, I'll just let it read it out.
Extension of definition of public place in Public Order Act 1936. For the definition of public place in Section 9(1) of the M1 Public Order Act 1936, there shall be substituted. Public place includes any highway and any other premises or place to which at the material time the public have or are permitted to have access, whether on payment or otherwise.
So he has an implied right of access onto that place. The public place, including highway, private, and all that sort of stuff, and the material time, the public have or are permitted to have access, whether on payment or otherwise. The fact that there said there's people in there praying means that the public have or are permitted to have access. So, by the definition of the law, it is a public place because it is open for the public to have access. So this whole it's private, you shouldn't be on there is all nonsense. And then I'm saying about trespass, right? I'm literally fed up of talking about trespass. Trespass is a civil matter and not a criminal matter. It becomes a criminal matter when it comes aggravated trespass. So let's actually get into aggravated trespass. Aggravated trespass is covered under the Criminal Justice and Public Orders Act of 1994, Section 68, which it says here. I'm not going to do it all because it's absolute nonsense.
A person commits the offence of aggravated trespass if he trespasses on land, F1 in the open air, and, in relation to any lawful activity which persons are engaging in or are about to engage in on that or adjoining land, F2 in the open air, does there anything which is intended by him to have the effect A. Of intimidating those persons or any of them so as to deter them or any of them from engaging in that activity. B. Of obstructing that activity, or C. Of disrupting that activity.
Which he was doing none of that. It did not intend to affect the activity whatsoever. So aggravated trespass is absolutely irrelevant, and he did not do it. All he is doing is exercising his rights under Article 10 of the Human Rights Act of 1998. Everyone has the right to freedom of expression. This right shall include freedom to hold an opinion and to receive and impart information and ideas without interference by public authorities. And blah 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 blah. I shouldn't have to tell you this, as everybody should know their bloody human rights. And if you don't know it, I suggest you get learning them. Very important, and you should never give them up. But this is what he is expressing, and all he is doing is filming in a publicly accessible area, which is open to the public by the Criminal Justice Act, the definition of a public place. So for these people, saying that is absolutely nonsense. But let's continue.
School for kids, and he's gone into here.
It's a civil trespass as a civil
right.
offence.
I see you on YouTube.
It's not right.
Sorry?
I've seen you on YouTube loads of times.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah. I don't disagree what you're doing, but what I'm saying is...
You can't just walk in like that and start recording.
Then put a sign up saying, "Oh, lock the
Why do they have
gates."
to put a sign up? Can't you see it's a school for kids?
Mate, we drink in these pubs. We have an agreement.
Everybody knows.
We can park the cars onto this land.
So I'm just going to record you.
Right.
I'll put you on.
Nobody will ever take a drink onto this land because that's what these people don't want.
That's fair enough. That's what you do.
He's gone in there with the camera. He's gone in there with the camera. And he's
I
saying
haven't
you
gone
don't
in
know.
anywhere.
You're going to take stuff off now. You're going to delete
I
that,
haven't
or
gone
I
in
will take
anywhere.
that camera off you.
You're not
And
taking
that's
this camera off me.
You've gone into there.
If you're not happy, mate, call the police.
For no reason.
If you're not happy, call the police.
You got in there with his kids, right?
I haven't been inside the building.
You've gone straight up together.
I haven't been inside the
I
building.
had to shout you to come
So you're
out.
calling me a liar now?
Why are you recording in there? What's your
I'm not
purpose?
recording inside the building.
You shouldn't go into that. That
You-
is the Islamic school.
Mate, you go. You check the windows and doors, and they're locked. I've not been inside that building.
Abandoned building. What's the purpose? Exactly.
Mate, I'm just making a film about Tunstall, about the architecture and the buildings about Tunstall.
Yeah.
I'm not targeting here. I've filmed all around the town.
No, you are wrong. You
I
are
understand
wrong.
what you're saying.
I've filmed all around the town, mate.
You can't just walk on somebody's land.
Listen, you seem like a reasonable chap to me,
You need to
right?
delete that.
I mean,
You need to
I'm not just targeting this building.
I
I'm
would-
recording
I
all
will
of
go onto
Tunstall.
the land
You
when
should
I'm
not
asked to
go
go on.
into there.
Do you know what would be reasonable?
Yeah?
Without arguing. It'd be better if you just walk
Yeah,
off.
just
wouldn't
back
it?
off from
no,
me,
don't worry,
please.
man. No one's going to touch
Just
it.
keep out of
I'm
my
saying,
space,
do you know
please.
what would be reasonable if you just walk off? Am I right or not?
I'm fine with that. Can
But
I
if you're going
walk
to
off?
stand here,
Oh, I
yeah,
got my
that's fine.
YouTube, don't worry.
No,
I'm
bring
a
this, no
YouTuber.
point arguing
Yeah,
with
go
you.
bang it on
I've
YouTube.
got
Recording all
I've
But
got
that.
no
if
one.
you're going to stand here and argue with them, it's not going to solve nothing, is it? That's
It's
the
not,
nicest
no.
way of putting it. Do you know what I mean? Am I right or not?
I've
It'd be
so- can I just explain to you? You seem
Yeah, that's fine, that's
like
fine,
this
fine.
gentleman. You seem like a reasonable
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
yeah? I've not been inside the building.
Yeah.
The ladies
The
are
thing is, mate, the thing
women
is,
are
right,
saying that I'm filming people who are praying. They're saying something about a Friday. It's actually
Yeah.
a Sunday, not Friday.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm not recording any kids. I'm not targeting the building. I've been all over Tunstall.
Wouldn't the reasonable thing be just...
Exactly.
Wouldn't the reasonable thing be, instead of standing there arguing, just
Do you
make
know
it
what's
easier for
going
both
on?
parties,
So
right?
far,
I'll
a lot
walk
of
away
things
then.
happening around the world, and we're kind of triggered. You know, our community right now,
Right.
we feel quite threatened, right? Because we're always targeted for no reason.
Have I threatened you, madam?
No, but
Have I actually threatened you with
why
violence?
did you go into an Islamic school where there's kids?
I've not been inside the school.
What was the purpose of recording then? If
I'm
you tried to
recording.
do-
I'm making a film about
That is
Tunstall.
not
I've
from
been all
abandoned
over
building.
Tunstall.
You know, if you're from Tunstall, you know that's not abandoned building. You are from Tunstall.
I'm not
you should
from
know this
Tunstall.
place.
I'm not from
Don't
Tunstall.
play these games
Thank
with
God.
me, mate. Don't
I'm not
fucking
from
play.
Tunstall.
Don't play with me.
I'm
Don't
not from
play with
Tunstall.
me. You said
Mate, I'm
that.
not from
Didn't
Tunstall.
you say that?
I believe you, man. Do you know what? There's no need for it, man.
If you can
The
just, if
sensible
you can
thing
sort
would
your
be-
women out, mate.
No, it's not my women for a start.
You
Do
know,
you know what I mean? They're not our
yeah.
women. They don't wear like that, bro. But do you
Yeah.
know what the sensible thing would be? To walk off nicely, man.
That's
Am I right
fine.
or not?
That
That's
video,
fine with
Is that
me.
the best way, right?
Yeah.
That's it, don't mind.
You okay with that?
Delete it, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
thank you. Delete it.
Okay, thank you.
Sorted, yeah?
Have a nice Sunday.
That's fine, brother.
Not really. Not pathetic people like you. Think you're joking.
Pathetic. I'm not.
Two Yorkshire
You want
ponies
to
on
go
match.
and record something? Go and record something. That is actual worth watching.
Oh, you've been amazing content. Thank you. Amazing content. Thank you very much. Bloody hell, guys. Fucking hell. Didn't expect that today.
Alright then, so that's the video. He walks away, nothing else really happens. Now, I want to get a few things straight. They keep going on how it's a Muslim school, it's a Muslim this, it's a Muslim that. Right, I am fed up of this type of crap. Now, this is where you're going to call me racist to the heavens and the walls, whatever. My granddad was Bangladeshi. He was a Muslim. He come to this country. He went through all the correct procedures to enter this country. He come to this country. He set up work in this country. He employed English people in this country. He didn't try and push in his Muslim faith on anybody. He still practiced his Muslim religion, but he didn't go out of his way to do any of this sort of crap what's happening now. So, call me racist all you want. My granddad married a white English woman. They had kids together. He did not force his kids to become Muslim. He let his kids choose whatever they wanted. His kids chose to follow our traditions, English traditions, the same as my granddad did. He did not come from Bangladesh and think that everybody in this country, in England, in the UK, and the Great Britain should follow the Bangladeshi tradition. He come here and he followed the English tradition. His kids went to an English school. He didn't force stuff to try and become Muslim schools and stuff. He come here to be English, follow our traditions, and that's what he did. So for all those people saying, well, we should adapt to them, no. If you're coming into this country, you should adapt to our way of life. It is that simple. That simple. You want to become and move into Great Britain, you will follow Great Britain's way of life. We shouldn't have to adapt for your likings. You adapt to ours. You come to our country, so you adapt to us. Now, call me racist all you bloody want, because I don't give a toss. It's my opinion, and I'm well within my legal right to express my opinion. Like it or dislike it, I do not give a toss. That is just how it is. This interaction shows the biggest problem with multiculturalism. It doesn't work because a lot of them don't want to follow our traditions, our way of life. They want to adapt our way of life and make us live their way of life. Shouldn't work like that. I don't care what you do behind closed doors, but trying to force us to follow your way of life and then trying to get ridiculous laws in place, blasphemy bloody laws in place to make it so we can't even talk about religion, trying to take away our freedoms of expression away, taking away what freedoms of bloody speech we've got left, trying to take it away with these leftish ideas. It is ridiculous. My rant is over, right? Thanks to my members. If you're still a member after this, thank you. If you want to become a member, click the join button, become a member. All that said, let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does help in YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.